Have you ever said, I'm fine, but it's still something in your body doesn't feel fine? So like you're telling yourself, you're telling others that you're fine, but your body is communicating something different. Today, I want to tell you a story about when my personal Facebook account was hacked a little over 2 years ago. I said I was fine. I was like, I'm fine. I'm here. I'm alive. My body is alive. I am fine. It's okay. I can start a new account. Right? I had all the mental things and all the mental reasons that I was fine. But I want to tell you, my body was not fine. My body was a wreck. I felt it heat up. I felt like I was violated, and it was like this anxiety I didn't know existed was coursing through my veins. Like someone came into my house and robbed me and violated me personally. That is what my body felt like. And to be honest, it's been really difficult to come back from. It really challenged me because one of the core fears that I've had about being visible is that I would be ostracized, criticized, ridiculed, right? Made fun of, judged, all of that. The more and more that I have been visible in my career and in my life. And that fear came to a head in July of 2023. And so the reason I'm sharing this with you today is because I want you to understand the importance of listening to our body, because what that enacted with me, what that showed me was how unsafe I felt in my body after that experience. And it probably seems weird and wild, and if you knew me, you wouldn't know that I didn't feel that way, but on a deep-seated level, it is the thing that prevented me from going back onto my new account and being as active as I had been. And it's the thing that has been holding me back for the last 2 years. And so more recently, I've been more intentional about tuning into my body and creating internal safety so that I can build the business and the life I desire. And part of that is interacting on social media in a way that feels good and alive and juicy for me. But that's required me to build this inner safety mechanism. Okay, so why am I telling you this? Why is it important? Because the reality is, for us as any human being to have what we want, whatever the desire, whatever the vision is, in order for us to have that, we have to have a sense of internal safety around just general safety, but then around having the thing that we want. So whether you want more money, you want a better relationship, you want a certain position in your career, you have to develop the inner safety mechanism to have that position, to hold the tension that position requires. There is so much that is within our body that we have to learn to listen to. And that's the beauty of it, is when we learn to listen to our body, we hear our body, and we trust our body, we also learn what our body's yes and no is. And that is something that I have always taught. I've been a somatic teacher for quite some time, but this experience required me to go even deeper into my own practices and really dig into what is our body capable of and what do we need to do with our bodies in order to create what we want. So I share this with you because if you are someone that has continued to bump up against a wall, feel challenged about achieving a specific goal, it might be, and it is very likely that you don't have the internal safety mechanism with your body to create what you want. And I have one-to-one spot open this summer for the deep work that this is required in order for us to go into the body. And I don't want you to be afraid of it. It sounds really difficult, but I don't want you to be afraid of it. What I want you to actually know is when we get in there and we learn to listen, life becomes so much juicier because we're no longer afraid of what we're feeling and we're no longer avoiding it. We know how to handle it. And in fact, when we meet the parts of us that feel the things, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Those things dissolve and they fiddle away. And so then, do you know what happens? They're not there constantly knocking on your door, reminding you that they're there. When we actually go inside the body and we address it, those things fall away. And then it becomes easier to just be in the expression of who you are. Be you. It becomes easier to be you. It becomes easier for you to achieve the things that you want to achieve. So if this resonates with you, this is an invitation for you to reach out to me with, I'm ready, right? Say, I'm ready. I am ready to live the life that I want. I'm ready to address those internal bodily safety mechanisms that might be in place that you just need to create a new relationship with. If you're ready, I'm ready. Send me a message. I would love to work with you. Until then, I hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you soon.